It's important that we talk about generative AI as we discuss resume building because AI might be useful as you create your first draft. Note that I'm not saying your finished product, your first draft. There are dozens of platforms available that are specifically designed to create a complete AI-generated resume based on the input that you provide. Some of the more common ones are Resi, Zeti, JobScan, and KickResume. You can also use ChatGPT, Google Bard, or another chatbot to support you in developing your resume summary, creating or strengthening the bullets that you share within your experience section, or to ensure that you're selecting key skills that best align with the jobs you're applying for. The biggest pros of using generative AI are, of course, that it may take some time out of your overall efforts, especially if you're versed in writing prompts and leveraging chatbots to maximize the outputs. And if you're not a really strong writer, you may really appreciate having a starting point from which you can then customize. A few cons to be aware of, however, are, number one, AI will only analyze objective, available data. So if you're looking to infuse creativity or a bit of personality, you'll still have to fine-tune. Second, the information may not be entirely accurate. So be sure that you read and reread every bit of AI text that you plan to add to your resume. The last thing you want is to have to admit that ChatGPT may have embellished just a bit when an interviewer asks about an accomplishment that you've listed. And number three, some recruiters are becoming savvy when it comes to detecting AI-written resumes, especially the summary section. And that's not always a good thing. Sure, they might be pleased that you've got a pulse on AI and have some knowledge of how to use it. I mean, AI is here to stay. But they could feel that you're kind of cheating and, in the worst case, disqualify you from consideration. So if you're thinking about leaning on chatbots or using one of the AI-based resume building platforms, weigh the pros and cons and make your decision accordingly.